should just have to move it back and forth is all you should have to do. Muted.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sidney High School as we get ready for the Sidney Lady Yellow Jackets to take on the West Carrollton Lady Pirates. Sidney coming in the game at 5-2. West Carrollton coming in at 5-3. So it should be a nice matchup here over Christmas break. I am Greg Snyder. I'm the SHS TV productions teacher along with assistant principal. And we gave the kids the night off tonight, so they should be back on Monday, rescheduled game as the Varsity ladies. It's a varsity only game against Greenville, 6 o'clock next Monday. We should have most of the kids back hopefully, and then we'll go ahead and let them do the broadcast then. So tonight it'll be me and my dad, Ed Snyder, and also Brett Bickle is going to be helping us out with some stats tonight. But coming into the ball game, Lady Yellow Jackets 5-2. Lost their opener to Tippecanoe, who's, of course, a wonderful girls basketball team. Only lost by 9, 49-40, and then got back-to-back wins at Fairborn and at Piqua. Beat Fairborn by 20, Piqua by 11, and then lost a close one, a game that we carried here against Butler by 2 on a last-second shot. But the Yellow Jackets come in on a 3-game winning streak as they beat Piqua by 33, beat Xenia by 28, and beat Troy by 20. So 3 convincing wins for the Lady Jackets as they look to be a little more healthy as you look out there. Almost a full roster, I believe, tonight that the Yellow Jackets will run out there. West Carrollton, once again, comes in at 5-3. They opened up their season with a 2-point tough loss at Stebbins, and then they beat Greenville by 12, beat Xenia by 2, beat Troy by 22, beat Fairborn by 17, lost to Tip by 20, beat Piqua by 16, and then lost to Butler's by 16. So pretty similar scores when you look at the two. We'll go through some stats here to kind of open up the evening. Coming in on your screen there, you see Allie Stockton, and if you look down there in the bottom in yellow, that kind of gives their season stats, and then we'll try to keep the stats up top for the actual game tonight. But Allie comes in averaging 18.6 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists, and of course, Dad, we saw Allie last year as a freshman, has just improved her game and really does a lot of nice things for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, she sure does. She's the leader out there, and she's one that the Jackets will look for in big situations, and she's come through many times, and we hope she can do that again tonight.
Classmate Lexi Brewer, who's the next one we'll put up there. Lexi comes in averaging 10.2 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and several steals. I know that that's not up there, but I believe about 3 or 4 steals a game. Obviously sets the tone. Important for Lexi to stay out of foul trouble. Number 1, Kiara Hudgens. The freshman, Kiara's off to a really nice start this year, averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game to go along with 2 assists. Now, flipping over to West Carrollton. West Carrollton led in scoring. Let me change it here real quick. Apologies. By number 20, Selena Frost. Selena comes in averaging nearly 12 points a game, 6 rebounds to go along with a couple assists a ball game. Also, Ashia Sales, averaging 10.2 points a game and 9 rebounds, and also averaging in double figures, number 23, Taryn Dewberry. She comes in averaging 10.8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and almost a steal. So once again, the Yellow Jackets and the Pirates. We'll step away here for just a few minutes. We'll be back for the national anthem and the starting lineups. Thanks for joining us. Okay, back here at Sidney High School, we take it down to Mr. Barnes as he gets ready to announce the national anthem as we get ready for the Pirates and the Yellow Jackets. Okay, if you're just joining us and didn't see the end of the JV game, the Lady Jackets lost a close one, 27-24, lost by 3 to West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets got a really nice game by J.C. Roach. You see he had nearly double figures with 9 points. Starting lineups for both teams being announced right now. Starting for West Carrollton, you just saw number 12, Ashia Sales, averaging 10 points a game. There's number 20, Selena Frost, their leading scorer, averaging 11.8 points a game. Next up, number 23, Taryn Dewberry, averaging nearly 11 points a game at 10.8. Number 24, Malia Duckworth, averaging 2.8 points a game. And finally, number 25, Nisa Banks, averaging 4.6 points a game. And now for the Yellow Jackets, number 1, freshman Kiara Hudgens. Kiara comes in averaging 9 points a game. Sophomore Lexi Brewer averaging 10.2 points a game. Number 22, Samantha Reynolds, averaging 5.7 points a game and 10.3 rebounds a game. And finally, Allie Stockton, the sophomore, averaging 18.6 points a game. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. And number 24, senior Michaela Hury, averaging 1.8 points a game and 2.8 rebounds a game. So once again, for the Yellow Jackets, that'll be Hudgens, Brewer, Stockton, Reynolds, and Hury. For West Carrollton, they'll start Sales, Frost, Dewberry, Duckworth, and Banks. Well, as we get ready for a toss, the opening tip-off, Obviously, looking at both teams and just looking at the histories, you got to think that turnovers and taking care of the ball are going to be a premium tonight.
Yeah, I think so, and especially when you're on break time, it's always something the coaches will worry about. We'll see how they get started here and what kind of energy they have. I'm sure there'll be a lot of it.
Jumping center, Nisa Banks for West Carrollton. Ball's going to be controlled by West Carrollton. That's going to be a steal by Lexi Brewer, and the Yellow Jackets retain possession. Brewer brings it across half court. She'll get it to Hudgens, down in the corner, back to Brewer. Going to reset. Looks like a zone, looks like a box and one, a junk defense for West Carrollton as they're going to try to deny Allie Stockton the ball. She has it deep in the left corner. Stockton driving baseline. She's going to kick it out to Michaela Hury. She has it on the left wing. Back to Brewer, who's going to reset the offense. Hudgens from 19 feet, no good, in and out. Rebound to Samantha Reynolds. It's going to be taken out of bounds off of Nisa Banks. It's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. So what's your approach there against a box and one early on?
Well, I'm sure they want to get a double team whenever Allie's in the area, and they've seen her stats, and they know what kind of scorer she is. The thing that will open up for the Jackets, I think, are those offensive boards, and they got one already.
2-3 zone this time that goes into a box and one once the ball is inbounded. Once again, as you can see, number 24, Malia Duckworth, is denying Allie Stockton the ball. Everybody else is in a box in almost a 2-2 zone type of thing. Hudgens has it on high on the left. She's going to pass it on the right side to Brewer. Brewer goes inside to Samantha Reynolds. Back out to Hudgens to Brewer. Drives down the right side. Nice pocket pass, but off of the hands of Samantha Reynolds into the hands of number 12, Aisha Sales. Sales quickly up the floor. She gets it to the leading scorer, Selena Frost, working on Kiara Hudgens. Taryn Dewberry looks for Frost, but instead, ball goes out of bounds on a little bit of a miscommunication there. That's a turnover on West Carrollton, and the Yellow Jackets will have it.
I think how West Carrollton handles the pressure of Sidney is going to be a big key in tonight's game also.
0-0 in the early going, a minute and a half in. Still a box and one for West Carrollton. Kiara Hudgens has it at the top of the key. She's going to give it to Samantha Reynolds on the right side. There's a cut by Allie Stockton inside. Nice pass from Lexi Brewer. And the first 2 points of the ball game go to the Yellow Jackets. Allie Stockton from Brewer. West Carrollton brings the ball across half court. Taryn Dewberry working on Lexi Brewer. And there's going to be an illegal screen on West Carrollton. That foul is going to be on number 11, Aishia Sales. That'll be her first, the first foul of the ball game, and nearly 2 minutes into the ball game, Yellow Jackets lead 2-0. And even though Allie Stockton's going to be denied the ball, good movement without the ball in that last possession.
That's what they need to do. Keep her moving, give her some screens. Sometimes you even run your man-to-man offense against the zone defense like
this. Nice pass by Stockton underneath to Samantha Reynolds. She can't convert, but she's going to be fouled by number 25, Nisa Banks, and that's going to send Samantha Reynolds to the foul line for the first free throws of the ball game. Reynolds comes in as a 40% free throw shooter. She's averaging just about 6 points and just over 10 rebounds a game. Reynolds' first free throw is good. Gives the Yellow Jackets 3-0 lead. Samantha Reynolds, second free throw. No good off the right side. Rebound is going to be corralled by Nisa Banks. And West Carrollton will bring the ball across half court. There's a three ball in the left corner. No good off the front of the iron by Selena Frost. Rebound comes down to Dewberry. West Carrollton resets. Dewberry working down the left side. She tries to pass it off, but it's going to be stolen by Samantha Reynolds. Yellow Jackets trying to go in transition. Nice recovery there by West Carrollton, and the Yellow Jackets will inbound underneath their own basket, leading 3-0 here in the early going. Kiara Hudgens will inbound, the freshman, against a 2-3 zone that'll deny Allie Stockton the ball. Nice play by the Yellow Jackets as Hudgens gets it to Brewer. She lays it in, and it's 5-0.
There are some holes in that defense. The Jackets have done a nice job the last couple of times finding that hole.
Nice move down the left side by number 23, Taryn Dewberry, but is unable to make the left-handed layup. Rebound to Hury. Quickly up the floor of the Yellow Jackets. Three ball from the left wing by Stockton. No good off the front of the iron. That ball is going to carry him out of bounds and go over to West Carrollton. And nearly 3 minutes into the ball game, West Carrollton still scoreless as they trail 5-0. Point guard duties go to Taryn Dewberry. She's going to pass it off to number 24, Malia Duckworth. Duckworth working, and the ball's going to be stolen by Samantha Reynolds. Reynolds down the floor, lays it up, no good. A little bit strong on the layup, and that rebound will come down to Aisha Sales. I'm going to say her name wrong a lot today. I'm sorry. It's Ashia Sales, and she turns it over off of her leg and over to the Yellow Jackets. Good ball pressure there by Sidney.
It looks like West Carrollton wants to push the ball up the court. They just haven't handled it very well thus far.
Kiara Hudgens gives it to Michaela Hury in between the circles. Back to Hudgens on the right side. Hudgens looking on the left side, gets it to Lexi Brewer, the sophomore. Dribbles, drives, and passes it to Samantha Reynolds. Yellow Jackets working the ball around against this kind of junk defense by West Carrollton. There's going to be a turnover and a steal by Ashia Sales. Ball's going to be nearly stolen back by Lexi Brewer, but her foot goes out of bounds. And the ball's going to go to West Carrollton as we're nearly halfway through the first quarter. West Carrollton still yet to get on the board as they are 0 of 2 from the floor, and they trail 5-0. Taryn Dewberry has the ball. She's driving on Lexi Brewer. Dewberry pulls back, gets it to Selena Frost. Frost working on Hudgens, going to pass it on the right side to Duckworth. Duckworth guarded by Hury, gets it in the high post area to Nisa Banks, who's going to bring it out between the circles. Looks like the Yellow Jackets ball pressure has really got West Carrollton a little out of sorts here in the early going.
Yeah, they do. That good ball pressure will do it to almost anybody, and they aren't feeling comfortable offensively now at all.
And there's a turnover on cue by Malia Duckworth. And that's going to be the 6th turnover for the Pirates here in the early going. Cassidy Truesdale is going to check in as she replaces Michaela Hury. And also for West Carrollton, number 21, Kamisha Robinson is going to check in for Malia Duckworth. Lexi Brewer brings the ball across half court. She's going to dribble handoff to Truesdale, who's going to get it to Allie Stockton. Stockton has it high on the right. Working cross-court pass to Lexi Brewer. Goes inside to Samantha Reynolds. Reynolds off the glass, no good. Rebound cleaned up by Nisa Banks. Banks quickly up the floor. She'll bring it all the way down by herself. Goes in for a layup, no good. Blocked by Stockton. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Touched by Nisa Banks, and it's going to go over to the Yellow Jackets.
Good transition defense there. It looked like she was going to have a chance for an easy bucket there, and good hustle by the Jackets to get back and deny it.
Points not coming easy for either team here in the early going. 5-0. Yellow Jackets lead. Kara Hudgens has it. She gets it to Truesdale in between the circles. Cassidy Truesdale surveying the defense, gives it to Lexi Brewer. Brewer dribbles, drives, kicks to Samantha Reynolds off of the tip. Yellow Jackets continue to work it around. Brewer, left side 3 ball, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Truesdale. Truesdale is going to turn it over, though, and it's going to be stolen by number 21, Kamisha Robinson. Quickly up the floor, West Carrollton. Nisa Banks has it on the left point. She's going to give it to Selena Frost, guarded by Kiara Hudgens. Frost dribbles down the right side. She's going to get a handoff to number 23, Dewberry. Goes back to Frost, deep in the right corner. Frost spins on Hudgens. Nice little pocket pass there to number 12, as she assails, but her shot is no good. And the rebound's cleaned up by Samantha Reynolds. Brewer quickly up the floor. 18-footer by Hudgens, good. Yellow Jackets in transition. They lead now 7-0 as Brewer to Hudgens for 2. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, it's early, but you look at there at the stats so far in the early going. 3 assists for the Yellow Jackets to 2 turnovers, and no assists, obviously, on no points so far for West Carrollton, but 6 turnovers. That's kind of been the difference so far. When you get more shots off, you got a better chance to score. Yeah, and Sidney's doing a nice job of finding some holes in that defense. That box and one, if they don't get matching up when players are in their area, when they're playing a part of the zone, that's going to leave some people open, and we made some nice cuts in the middle there to get some nice open looks. Yellow Jackets have 3 players with 2 points so far. Kara Hudgens, Lexi Brewer, and Allie Stockton all with a bucket each, and then 1 point from Samantha Reynolds on 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Yellow Jackets coming out in a man-to-man press here. As we do a little bit of housekeeping. I'm sure the way West Carrollton's had trouble with turnovers here, that whenever we can put on pressure, especially on dead ball situations, that coach is going to want to do as much of that as he can. Ball goes into number 23, Taryn Dewberry. She's going to bring it up the left side on Lexi Brewer. Tenacious on the ball defender. Dewberry gets a ball screen. Now is going to get a backdoor cut to Kamisha Robinson. She puts it in. Nice bucket by Robinson. Good pass by Dewberry. And West Carrollton's on the board. That makes the score 7-2 as we near 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lexi Brewer has it deep in the corner. And there's a steal. Near steal, excuse me. And now there's going to be a tie-up. Ball's going to stay with West Carrollton. Really good defense there by Ashia Sales. And sometimes just getting that first bucket can really light a spark, and West Carrollton turns up the pressure defense on their end. Yeah, and that's quick hands. You can see that we can't get that ball out there in that lane where they can get a hand on it, because they're going to. Kara Hudgens has it on the left point. She gives it to Brewer, swings it to Stockton. West Carrollton lost Stockton for just a moment, and she makes him pay. Brewer to Stockton for a 3-ball in the corner. That makes it 10-2. And you know that the way West Carrollton's come out in that ball game defensively, they did not want that to happen. No, I don't know what happened there, but sure missed a matchup there. Good for the Jackets. Selena Frost being guarded closely by Kiara Hudgens, nearly a 5-second call. And now there's going to be a near steal by Kelsey Kaiser as she saves it into the hands of number 21, Kamisha Robinson, and that is going to be, in fact, a turnover. Good hustle defense there. Great on the ball pressure by Kiara Hudgens, and a nice play by Kelsey Kaiser on the save. Substitutions, number 22, Trinity David, and number 33, Tiara James check in for West Carrollton as they replace number 12, Ashia Sales, and number 25, Nisa Banks.
It'll play right into the hands of the Jackets if the Pirates continue to dribble that ball. We should be in pretty good shape because we can get great ball pressure.
Minute and a half and counting in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets lead by 8, 10-2. Kelsey Kaiser, three-point specialist, has it. There's a three ball by Stockton in the left corner again. No good this time. Rebound on the backside goes to Kamisha Robinson. And we're going to have the first foul on the Yellow Jackets. Fouls on number 1, Kiara Hudgens. That's her first. Sidney's first. West Carrollton inbound underneath their own basket. That's 2 straight possessions that the Yellow Jackets have gotten. A nice shot for Allie Stockton.
Yeah, they lost her. I don't know if they're trying to get out of the box and one or what, but they don't seem to have the communication going on their defense right now. There's another turnover by West Carrollton.
Turnover by Selena Frost. That is West Carrollton's 8th turnover of the first quarter. Yellow Jackets doing a really nice job so far, knock on wood, of providing that pressure without fouling.
That's key. That's key. You can't get in foul trouble, but boy, if you can get the pressure on them and keep them uncomfortable, that's going to be great.
Looks like a 1-3-1 defense that flattens out a little bit for West Carrollton as they have switched defenses. Kiara Hudgens has it. She kicks it to Lexi Brewer. Brewer double teamed, is going to get it back to Hudgens. Ooh. And it looks like we bumped heads, and hopefully those ladies are okay.
Boy, that one looked like it would hurt.
We'll see what the call is in just a second, but of course more important is that the 2 ladies are okay. They're going to call a foul on Selena Frost, which is going to be her first, West Carrollton's 3rd. Looks like both of them are going to stay in the game, which is great news. Allie Stockton going to inbound on the side for the Yellow Jackets, leading 10-2. Lexi Brewer is going to initiate the offense for the Yellow Jackets against this 1-3-1 defense from West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets might be content to hold it here, up by 8.
Yeah, they can just pass that ball on the exterior here of the defense, and they should be in good shape.
I saw that official point, and I think we got a little bit of blood coming from the head of Selena Frost, so glad to see she's okay, but they're going to have to probably work on that a little bit. It's Beth Dankelson, the Sidney trainer, is going to go over and help a little bit.
It's a pretty good knot there. You can tell that they banged heads pretty hard there. We hope she's okay.
Coming into the ball game, number 24, Malia Duckworth, is going to check back in for Frost as we approach 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, as Lexi Brewer and Allie Stockton are going to play catch out front until we'd assume about 10 to 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, and then we'll attack. Brewer looking at the defense. There's a little more ball pressure from West Carrollton. Allie Stockton back to Brewer. She has it high on the right. Back to Allie Stockton. 8 seconds to go and counting. Stockton to Brewer. Brewer dribbles a gap, kicks it to Kiara Hudgens. 19-footer, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound is going to be battled for, but nobody gets it. And that'll end the first quarter. 10-2, Yellow Jackets lead by 8 after 1. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, back in Sidney, Yellow Jackets shoot 4 of 10 in the first quarter. West Carrollton 1 of 5. Of course, the big stats so far: 8 turnovers for West Carrollton, only 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Really good ball pressure so far. You got to be impressed with that for the Yellow Jackets here in the early going. Yeah,
they're definitely off to a good start with that, and I'm sure that as they continue the game, they'll want to continue that pressure because the fewer shots that West Carrollton gets, more chances we have of extending this 8-point lead.
On the court for the Yellow Jackets to start the second quarter will be Hudgens, Kaiser, Brewer, Stockton, and Reynolds. We got a little bit of a conversation here, getting the clock reset for the second quarter, and it is. And Malia Duckworth's going to inbound to Taryn Dewberry, who's going to bring it up against Lexi Brewer. Dewberry looking to start the offense. Step back, 3 ball from the top of the key. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound cleaned up by Samantha Reynolds. Lexi Brewer quickly up the floor, pass on the left side. Nice ball movement. Stockton to Kaiser. 3 balls, no good off the front of the iron, but Samantha Reynolds picks up the rebound. Allie Stockton dribbles, pulls up from 10 feet, and rolls it in. Allie Stockton with 7. Nice little pull-up jumper in the lane, and the Yellow Jackets get their lead to double figures for the first time in the ballgame, 12-2.
Love seeing that pull-up by Allie. She can avoid charges that way.
There's a running layup that's no good by Malia Duckworth, and it's going to be long, and on the rebound there's going to be a foul on number 12. She assails. That's going to be her second, the 4th of the first half for West Carrollton, and that second foul on Sales is probably going to get her substitution. As number 21, Kamisha Robinson, the only player to score so far for West Carrollton, checks in, replacing Sales with 2 fouls. Lexi Brewer bringing the ball up the floor, facing a 1-3-1 defense from West Carrollton. Kelsey Kaiser gets it to Stockton. 3 ball, left corner, no good off the front of the iron. Rebound by Kiera Hudgens. She puts it back up, no good, in and out. Ball's going to be ping-ponged around and into the hands of Taryn Dewberry. Dewberry will bring the ball up the floor for West Carrollton. Nice move in the lane. She puts it up and in. Taryn Dewberry for 2. Lexi Brewer quickly up the floor, gets it to Hudgens. 19-footer from the right side, good. Yellow Jackets respond quickly.
That's a great transition, even off the made shot, and got a nice jumper and stuck it in for the Jackets.
10-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. There's a move by number 21, Kamisha Robinson, but she turns it over. And now the Yellow Jackets return the favor with a turnover of their own. And it'll go back to West Carrollton on the side. A minute and a half into the second quarter.
You can hear Coach saying, go, 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 go. He wants to do that transition and get into the offense even before they can set their defense.
Dewberry has it, working on Lexi Brewer. Tries for the backdoor cut to number 21, Kamisha Robinson, but before that happens, there's going to be a foul on Brewer. Foul on Brewer is her first, Sidney's second. West Carrollton will inbound underneath their own basket, trailing by 10. Doing the inbounding, number 23, Dewberry. She gets it in to number 25, Banks. Back to Dewberry in the corner, spin move. And a near turnover, and now it is going to be stolen by Lexi Brewer. Brewer quickly up the floor. Nice pass to Hudgens. Lays it off the glass. No good. A little bit long. Rebound's going to go out of bounds and over to West Carrollton. Didn't convert there, but a nice transition by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, keeping that pressure on that defense. The Jackets will get those in the hole.
That last turnover by West Carrollton was their 10th on the ball game. 2 minutes into the second quarter. The lead stands at 10. Doing the point guard duties this time will be number 24, Malia Duckworth, as she works on Lexi Brewer. Brewer's just going to pick up whoever brings the ball to the floor. There's a near steal by Kelsey Kaiser. Goes back into the hands of Duckworth. She gets it to Banks. Turnaround jumper in the lane. No good off the side of the iron. Rebound up and in by Tiara James. Nice rebound and put back there by James off of the Banks miss. And the lead is 8. Kelsey Kaiser, 3 ball from the left corner, long, no good. Rebound on the backside to number 21, Robinson. Robinson will bring it up, working on Kelsey Kaiser. She stops, pops from 3, no good. Short. Good effort on the rebound there by James. The ball's going to go to the Yellow Jackets, and Allie Stockton in transition. Good break there by the Yellow Jackets. She's going to go to the free throw line.
Again, the Jackets pushing the ball up the court. It's been very effective here, getting them some good shots, and now he gets them to the free throw line. Allie's got 2 free throws.
Foul on Taryn Dewberry. That's her first, but a shooting foul. Only the 5th on the team by West Carrollton. Allie Stockton to the line. She's got 7 points on the game. Allie comes in as a 51% free throw shooter. Kelsey Kaiser will check out for the Yellow Jackets. Allie Stockton's second free throw is good. That makes the score 15-6. Stockton with 8 to lead all scorers. Leah Duckworth has it for West Carrollton. She passes up the left side. There's a 15-footer by Dewberry. Nice bucket by Dewberry in transition from Duckworth. And West Carrollton cuts the lead to 7. Nice pass by Lexi Brewer underneath. Samantha Reynolds lays it up and in as we go back and forth. That makes the score 17-8. A little bit out of control off of her foot. Actually, it's going to stay with West Carrollton, excuse me. As Dewberry looks a little shaken up. Hopefully she's okay as well. 5:13 to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets lead by 9. They've been pretty much firmly in control, although the second quarter's been a lot more even. Dewberry looking, nice pass to number 25, Banks, who can't make the layup. Good inbounds play that doesn't quite go for the Pirates. And on the rebound, we're going to get a foul on West Carrollton. That foul is on number 25, Banks. And that's one of those where you see it a lot of times. Great move, misses the layup, and then compounds one mistake with another mistake in the foul.
Yeah, and that happens more than you really think it will, but she'll get back in there. You can bet on that. She's a good player for them, I'm sure. Trinity
David checks in for Anissa Banks. She sits down with those 2 fouls, only the 16th foul. But on the next one, the Yellow Jackets will be shooting. 1-3-1 defense still for West Carrollton. Stockton looks inside for Reynolds. Nice turnaround shot to her uncomfortable shoulder. Good move by Samantha Reynolds. And that makes it 19-8. Reynolds with 5.
Good entry pass there by Allie Stockton.
Dewberry has it. Step back three-pointer is no good off the side of the iron. Rebounded by Kelsey Kaiser, near foul. Here come the Jackets. Brewer to Reynolds in transition. Reynolds kicks it out to Stockton. Shot fake, gets to the hole, lays it off the glass, no good. Allie Stockton gets her own rebound, going to get it to Reynolds. 3-ball. Kelsey Kaiser, right side, no good short. It's going to go out of bounds and over to West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets with a couple of good looks there, but unable to convert, and that'll give the ball to West Carrollton.
Allie had to avoid the charge there, got her a little off balance, and then nice rebound, and as often happens on offensive rebounds, you get a wide open 3 after it. Just didn't get it down that time.
Number 24, Duckworth brings the ball across half court, guarded by Kelsey Kaiser, and she throws it out of bounds. Another turnover for West Carrollton. After 8 in the first quarter, they have 3 here so far in the second quarter, so we're nearly halfway through the second quarter. Seeing her first action of the ball game, number 5, Ashley Williams, is going to check in, as she's going to replace number 24, Duckworth. Lexi Brewer is going to bring the ball up, looking at this 1-3-1 defense. Actually, more of a 1-2-2 this time. Allie Stockton has the ball deep in the left corner. She spins, gets it to Hury, 18-footer, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound going to be cleaned up by Kamisha Robinson. Quickly up to the floor, Robinson. Good save there by Trinity David as she gets it to Tiara James. Number 23, Taryn Dewberry is going to set the offense for West Carrollton. Gets a ball screen. Dewberry pulls up from 15 feet. No good. Short. Rebound cleaned up by Allie Stockton. Allie Stockton across half court. Nice bounce pass to Lexi Brewer. Cutting to the basket. She lays it up and in. 21-8. And there's a timeout, West Carrollton. 3:32 to go in the first half. Brewer lays it in for her 4th point from Allie Stockton. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 13. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, Dad, sometimes even when you don't get the turnover, you're pressuring the whole game. Sometimes you just wear the other team down and you can get some things in transition, and that's what the Yellow Jackets did right there.
Yeah, they've been really good on the transition game, and what we've done defensively is shown ourselves in those passing lanes, makes them adjust the pass, and they just haven't completed a lot of them. That's led to a lot of turnovers.
Ashley Williams has the ball guarded by Kelsey Kaiser near half court. She's going to get it on the right side to Dewberry. Back to Williams. We approach 3 minutes to go in the first half. Taryn Dewberry has it. She's the leading scorer so far for West Carrollton with 4 points. Nice spin move in the lane. Her runner is no good. Gets her own rebound off the glass. No good, in and out. And the rebound comes down to Samantha Reynolds. Lexi Brewer quickly to Allie Stockton. Layup no good. Rebound cleaned up by Kamisha Robinson, and back the other way we go. Robinson is going to be stolen by Brewer. Brewer, knifes to the hole, lays it up, and one as she gets fouled by number 23, Taryn Dewberry. Brewer lays it in, and that's going to make it 23-8 in favor of the Yellow Jackets, and Brewer goes to the free throw line.
Coach for West Carrollton is frustrated with those turnovers. Still looking for a combination out there that can get him into his offense a little bit better.
Lexi Brewer goes to the line. Her free throw is no good. Rebound is going to be battled for and into the hands of Ashley Williams. West Carrollton quickly up the floor, but there's going to be another turnover on West Carrollton that brings their total up to 13 on the ball game. And it's 23-8. Yellow Jackets with the lead and the ball. Balanced scoring so far for the Yellow Jackets. Stockton with 8, Brewer with 6, and Reynolds with 5 to lead the way. Still 1-3-1 defense for West Carrollton. Brewer tries to go in the high post. The ball actually ends up in the hands of Samantha Reynolds. A little bit of luck there for the Yellow Jackets. And that foul on number 23, Taryn Dewberry, is going to be her third, and that could be a problem as she's done a lot of the ball handling duties so far for West Carrollton. Of course, we haven't seen Selena Frost yet as she's gotten, since she exited the game. She looks okay down there with an ice pack just above her eye, but hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, there's no doubt she's not going to be back in here this first half. And ball handling wise, I think they're going to some of the players that they even played some in the JV game now to try to stabilize that situation.
Free throw by Reynolds. The second one is good. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line now. 6 points for Sam Reynolds. Yellow Jackets lead 24-8. Duckworth tries to drive to the bucket, but it's going to be swatted out of bounds by Brewer. Ball will stay with West Carrollton as Ashley Williams will inbound for the Pirates. Williams looking. She's going to lob it into Tiara James. James working on Hury. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Michaela Hury. Good defense, a good rebound by Hury. And then we have one official has a foul. We've got a little bit of a talk here. And we're going to get a held ball situation. The ball will stay with Sidney. So kind of no harm, no foul there. Yellow Jackets don't get free throws out of it, but they do have the ball. We approached 2 minutes to go in the first half. 24-8. Lexi Brewer with it. Gets the ball screen from Allie Stockton. Back to Stockton. Top of the key. 3 ball. Good. Allie Stockton heating up as she gets a nice pass from Brewer, and that makes it 27-8. Ashley Williams brings the ball across half court for West Carrollton, working on Kimora Johnson. Checks in, the freshman for Sidney. We're going to get a foul on Kimora. Only the Yellow Jackets' third foul of the first half.
Just a little too aggressive on the pressure out front.
Foul on Kimora is her first. Ashley Williams has it. Back to Malia Duckworth for West Carrollton. Duckworth working on Brewer. Good ball pressure by Brewer. She gets a tip and now a steal. Lexi Brewer with the steal and the finish on the other end. 29-8. Brewer with the steal and a bucket. She has 8. Stockton has 11, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 21. There's a nice move by Malia Duckworth, but her runner is no good. Rebounded by Sam Reynolds. Lexi Brewer brings the ball up the floor. Runner in the lane is no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Brewer and over to West Carrollton. We have 1:11 left in the first half, and it's a 21-point ball game. Cassidy Truesdale check back in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll replace Lexi Brewer. Brewer sits down, like we said, with 8 points.
Yeah, she probably needs a little rest. Boy, she's been tenacious defensively and has also pushed that ball very, very well offensively.
Leah Duckworth get a ball screen and gets to the hole, and she's going to be fouled. Nice move there. Off of the screen by Trinity David. Malia Duckworth gets all the way to the hole, and there's going to be a foul on Sam Reynolds, Samantha Reynolds, her first, the 4th on the Yellow Jackets, but it's a shooting foul. So going to the line, number 24, Malia Duckworth.
West Carrollton has had difficulty getting passes going in their offense, so now they're reverting to a lot of dribbling and taking one-on-one moves, and it's they're going to have to get the ball moving if they want to solve this defense a little bit.
Duckworth does have an assist on the ball game and now has a point. Leah Duckworth with her first point, and that makes it 29-9. Kamora Johnson gets it to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds gives it back to Johnson, now back to Reynolds. Turnaround jump shots, no good. Rebounded on the backside by number 22, Trinity David. Trinity will bring it up herself. Cross-court pass ends up in the hands of Tiara James. Leah Duckworth with a runner, no good off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by James, gives it to Williams, back to James. James double-teamed in the post. Nice step-through move, but her shot is no good. Battle for the rebound. We're going to get a foul. Good job there by West Carrollton getting themselves multiple opportunities. Foul's going to be on number 20, Cassidy Truesdale.
It's one of the first times they've really been able to get to the offensive boards. Jackets have done a nice job on both boards, really, offensive and defensive.
Duckworth has it. She hands it off to Williams. Long three ball by Williams from the left side. No good. Rebounded on the backside by Samantha Reynolds. The Yellow Jackets have it, probably for the last shot here, 15 seconds to go, although Allie Stockton thinks about taking one early because it was a good look. But the Yellow Jackets continue to work the ball around, and there's going to be a foul. Foul on Trinity David, number 22 for West Carrollton. It's going to be her first, but the team ninth, and that's going to send Michaela Hury to the free throw line. Michaela has not made a free throw yet this year.
There's some frustration on the faces of the West Carrollton players. I'm sure they'll talk it over at halftime and hope to be able to get that offense going a little bit better in the second half.
West Carrollton, a good team, comes in, like we said, at 5-3. Just haven't gotten it going offensively, and you got to credit the Jacket pressure with that so far in the ball game. There's a defensive rebound by Trinity David off the missed free throw. Ashley Williams quickly up the floor, left-handed layup, good. Nice move by Ashley Williams in transition as she's provided a little bit of a spark, and that's going to make the halftime score 29-11. So a good first half for the Yellow Jackets. Good ball pressure. West Carrollton probably with too many turnovers for their liking, and the Yellow Jackets, as a result, take an 18-point lead into halftime. 29-11. We'll pause for just a few moments and we'll be back to go over some stats. Yellow Jackets lead by 18. Thanks for joining us. Okay, welcome back to Sidney High School as we get ready for the second half. Just saw some good news as I saw number 20, Selena Frost, running across the floor to get a Gatorade, and she's out there warming up, so hopefully she gets to play here in the second half. Pretty nasty collision with Kiara Hudgens, two players just going for the ball. It's good to see that she looks okay. In that first half, as you see on your screen there, the Yellow Jackets obviously shot better, 43% to West Carrollton's 22%. Made a couple of threes and got to the free throw line more. Rebounding edge was slightly with West Carrollton, 15-12. But the biggest thing there so far, Dad, as you look at the stats, 10 assists for Sidney to 2 for West Carrollton, and 2 turnovers for Sidney to 14 for West Carrollton.
Yeah, those are two big stats. And the thing about it is the types of things that happen to West Carrollton, they just kind of compound, and you get so frustrated when you can't get shots. There's only one thing worse than missing shots, and that's can't getting those shots, and they were not getting those shots in the first half, and so it's a big advantage, the pressure defense that Sidney was able to put on, and I can tell that the coach probably, or I'm sure that the coach probably was talking to the girls the best approach to be able to handle that pressure, but I don't see Sidney letting up. That's their forte, is to put pressure on the ball and to get in those passing lanes, so we'll see how West Carrollton adjusts to that during the second half.
You can see we'll go through the stats, some individual stats of some leaders. First for Sidney, Allie Stockton, 4 of 7 from the field, including 2 3-pointers and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 11 points, to go along with 2 assists, a rebound, and a steal for the Yellow Jackets. Second in scoring in that first half, number 3, Lexi Brewer. Brewer had 8 points, nearing her season average of 10, to go along with 6 assists and 5 steals. Really nice ball game for Lexi Brewer so far here this evening. Also scoring for the Yellow Jackets, number 22, Samantha Reynolds. She has 6 points to go along with 6 boards, on track for a double-double. Number 1, Kiara Hudgens has 4 points to go along with 1 rebound and 1 assist.
Yeah, and I see that Kiara's not starting the second half. She went out with some type of, I think, a smaller injury. Hopefully she's okay. She's there on the bench, so maybe she'll be able to get back in there. But yeah, Jackets can continue with the pressure and do a good job in shot selection. I think they'll be able to hold on to this one. We'll see how they do here.
West Carrollton led in scoring by number 23, Taryn Dewberry, with 4 points to go along with 3 rebounds in the first half as well. So the Yellow Jackets will send out a starting 5 here in the second half of Brewer, Reynolds, Hury, Stockton, and Kaiser. Looks like the Yellow Jackets might be in a little bit of a 1-3-1 zone themselves here to open up the second half. Switching it up a little bit. There's Selena Frost back in the ball game. Good to see. Ball is going to be tipped out of the hands of Malia Duckworth and into the hands of the Yellow Jackets. Lexi Brewer quickly up the floor. She gets it to Allie Stockton, who knifes through the lane. Kind of a nice little sidestep that we see Allie do a lot of times. She's going to go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on number 20. Selena Frost, that'll be her second. And Allie Stockton will head to the line. As you can see, 1 for 2 on the ball game so far. Comes in as just over 50%. And she's been true to that percentage so far tonight. This one's off the front of the iron, no good. Stockton will have a second free throw.
Looks like Allie might be pressing just a little bit on these free throws. She's got a nice shot, and she should certainly be shooting a higher percentage, and I bet she'll work on that and get it going.
Second free throw is good. Give Stockton 12 points. Yellow Jackets in a little bit of a zone press here. That's going to be stolen by Stockton. Nice steal from Selena Frost. Stockton to the hole, lays it up and in. Yellow Jackets switch their press up a little bit from a man-to-man press to a little more of a zone press with some trapping, and that results in a second turnover, this time by Taryn Dewberry. And the Yellow Jackets changing up defenses here in the second half, and it's got West Carrollton a little bit out of sorts.
Well, I'm sure that West Carrollton spent most of their time at halftime talking about handling the man-to-man pressure, and now it's a zone-type press, and it's been effective for 3 possessions here.
West Carrollton back into a box and 1. As Allie Stockton has it deep in the left corner, gets it to Lexi Brewer, swings it around, Kelsey Kaiser. It's going to be a travel by Kaiser. She drug her pivot foot. Ball's going to go over to West Carrollton. Nearly a minute gone in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets lead by 21, 32-11. Inbounds going to go to number 12. She is Sales. Sales had to sit most of the first half with 2 fouls. Gets it on the left side to Malia Duckworth. Yellow Jackets back to a man-to-man defense here regarding Duckworth. She hands it off to Frost. Frost, nice move down the lane, but her shot's no good. Rebounded by Samantha Reynolds. Brewer brings the ball up for the Yellow Jackets, kicks it to Kelsey Kaiser, thinks about a 3-ball, instead drives, and it's going to be stolen by Sales. West Carrollton quickly up the floor. Sales gets it to Duckworth, lays it off the glass and in, and that's what West Carrollton, I'm sure, wants to do.
Yeah, I'm sure they liked the transition game, and they were able to get it down there and to get a nice conversion.
32-13 is now the score. Lexi Brewer looking at a box and one. He's going to pass it to Kelsey Kaiser. Kaiser looking inside, thinking about a pass. Instead, it's going to be tipped and nearly stolen, and we got a foul on the loose ball. Tough call there, as there's going to be a foul on number 25, Nisa Banks. That'll be her third, so an important foul. Kamora Johnson's going to check in for Kelsey Kaiser. Freshman checks in. Also, number 22, Trinity David, will check in for West Carrollton. She replaces Banks.
Just noticed on the bench, it looks like Kara Hudgens is tapping that eye, like maybe she got poked in the eye in that first half.
Could have been from that same collision with Frost earlier in the half.
Might be.
Brewer on the left side to Hury, 18-footer, around and in. Another assist by Brewer, a bucket by Michaela Hury, the senior. She has 2 now. Frost on the other end, pulls up from 15 feet, no good. Rebound comes down to Allie Stockton. Ball stolen by Trinity David. Her shot's no good, and rebounded by Hury into the hands of Brewer. Quickly up the floor, there's a 3-ball by Kamora Johnson on the right side, no good. Rebounded by Trinity David. West Carrollton quickly up the floor. Duckworth's layup is no good. Rebound by Allie Stockton. Yellow Jackets come back down the floor. Samantha Reynolds takes a bump, lays it off. No good. Rebounded by Selena Frost as we go back and forth, and there's going to be a foul on Kamora Johnson, half court. Back and forth, but no points resulting.
Lots of hands on the hips and bending over trying to get your breath. That was 4 or 5 trips in quick fashion up and down the court.
Selena Frost has the ball between the circles as she'll initiate the offense this time for West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets in a man-to-man defense. Handoff goes to Taryn Dewberry. Dewberry over on the left side to Duckworth. Drives on Hury. Her shot is blocked, but into the hands of Trinity David, who misses a shot, and there's a rebound by Sales. West Carrollton resets with Selena Frost out front, bumped by Kamora Johnson, and there's going to be a foul. So Kamora Johnson will pick up another foul. So it's going to be her second.
Lots of offensive rebounds that time for West Carrollton. It's a little fatigue out there on the court right now. Coach is going to get a sub in there.
Lainey Fair is going to check in for Kayla Hury. Lainey seeing her first action in the varsity game tonight. Had a really nice JV game. She Sales has it, working on Allie Stockton. Sales dribbles left, passes into the corner to Duckworth. Duckworth guarded by the newly checked in Lainey Fair. Cross-court pass intended for Frost is going to be another foul on Kamora Johnson. And the Yellow Jackets with a couple of fouls here in the early going of the second half. Something they were able to stay away from in the first half.
Yeah, that was what was so effective about that first half, all that pressure without fouling. She just got caught there in a situation where she didn't react quite quickly enough.
Nice inbounds play as Frost finds David. Her layup's no good, but Frost gets the rebound, lays it up and in. And West Carrollton is back on the board as they now have 15 points, and that's Frost's first 2 points of the ball game. There's a shot by Lainey Fair, no good. Rebound on the backside by Allie Stockton. Stockton gets around Duckworth to the hole, no good on the layup. Rebounded by Sales, and there's going to be a foul, and the Yellow Jackets continue to foul here in the early going. That's not the way you want to do. If you're the Yellow Jackets and you're ahead by 19, one of the ways that a team can get back in the ball game is by getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think fatigue has a little bit to do with that. You know, starting the second half, and then the pace was just frenetic there for a little while.
Sales is going to turn it over. Nice steal by Allie Stockton. Stockton with a little bit of a jump stop and bring the ball over, lays it up and in. Nice move by Stockton. She now has 16 points. And there's another turnover by Selena Frost. Allie Stockton has the ball, gets it to Lexi Brewer. Brewer goes inside to Samantha Reynolds. Turnaround jump shot, around and in. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the score. That makes it 38-15. And Dewberry will bring it up the floor. Good possessions there by the Yellow Jackets. Capitalizing on some turnovers. There's a nice 18-footer by Taryn Dewberry. She has 6 now to lead West Carrollton. And that makes the score 38-17. Kelsey Kaiser drives the right baseline, lays it up off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Frost. Frost is going to bring it up the floor herself on the right side. Stops, thinks about a 3-ball. Instead gets it off to Duckworth. She'll shoot a long 2. That's no good, but a rebound on the backside by Trinity David, who lays it up and in.
Yellow Jackets a little flat-footed on the offensive board, or their defensive boards now.
There's a shot by Lexi Brewer for 15 feet. No good. Rebounded by as she assails. West Carrollton doing a nice job here on the glass, especially in the second half. Score is 38-19. Yellow Jackets doubling up West Carrollton so far. Turnaround jump shot by number 23 Dewberry is no good. Rebound is going to be blocked by the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Allie Stockton up the floor. She's going to get all the way to the hole and is going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. Allie Stockton heading back to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on number 24, Duckworth. That'll be her first of the ball game.
This stoppage of play is a welcome by both teams. Both teams are pretty winded out there right now.
Allie Stockton cans the free throw. Yellow Jackets lead by 20. Stockton now with 17 points. Along with 5 boards, 2 assists, and 4 steals. Stockton's second free throw is also good. She leads all scorers with 18 points. 40-19 now. Sales gets it out to Duckworth. Nice shot fake. 15-footers, no good. Rebound is going to be batted out of bounds. It's going to stay with West Carrollton. Trinity David doing a really nice job on the offensive boards here in the second half so far for West Carrollton. Number 23 Dewberry looks for Trinity David, who gets it to Duckworth. Duckworth working on Hury. He's going to kick it out to Frost. Frost, nice move. Pull up in the lane. Good.
That was a pretty move.
Good move by Selena Frost. She now has 4 points in limited action. Didn't get to play much in that first half. And the score is 40-21. Cassidy Truesdale goes into Samantha Reynolds. She'll kick it back out to Allie Stockton, who has it between the circles. Stockton drives, kicks. Hury, 3-ball, no good, short. Rebound saved by Cassidy Truesdale. Nice pass ahead by Dewberry. She hits Frost, who lays it up and in. Dewberry with the assist. Frost with the bucket, and that makes it a 17-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 40-23. Kimora Johnson has the ball between the circles, running the point for the Yellow Jackets. We have not seen Hudgens here in the second half. Nice pass by Michaela Hury underneath to Samantha Reynolds, and the Yellow Jackets respond with a bucket of their own, 42-23. That was a really nice driving dish right there.
Yeah, it was, and good movement by Samantha Reynolds to get open on it.
There'll be a turnover on West Carrollton. They had gone a couple of possessions there without turning the ball over, but that's not true here as they commit their 20th turnover of the ball game. Yellow Jackets have the ball leading by 17. Substitution, number 25, Banks is going to check back in for number 22, Trinity David, who sits down with 7 rebounds. Lexi Brewer will check back in as Allie Stockton takes the seat and Kimora Johnson moves off the ball.
See what kind of offense the Jackets go to here. It's against a 2-3 zone now, a straight 2-3 by West Carrollton.
Lexi Brewer penetrates that 2-3 zone. Gets a little too far, and there's going to be a held ball situation. It's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Not a bad idea. You always want to penetrate that zone, but sometimes it's best to do that after a couple of passes.
Yeah, if you get that defense moving a little bit more. They were set there. They had 2 girls waiting for her as she made the penetration move. Just a little too much traffic there.
Kayla Hury will inbound for the Yellow Jackets. Looking's going to have to go deep to Samantha Reynolds. Minute to go in the third quarter. Lexi Brewer with a nice kick there to Kimora Johnson. 3-ball on the right side. No good. Rebound on the backside to Taryn Dewberry. Dewberry bringing the ball across half court, working on Lexi Brewer. Great defense by Lexi Brewer. Challenges that 15-footer by Dewberry. It's no good. Rebound goes over to the Yellow Jackets. Lexi Brewer on the attack for the Yellow Jackets. Nice kick. Kimora Johnson, 18-footer, good. Brewer to Johnson, another assist by Lexi Brewer. And we have a foul off the ball. Should make sure that they count the bucket first. I believe they will, and that's another foul on West Carrollton, actually, on the rebound. On Taryn Dewberry, that's her fourth. At least I have it as her fourth. And she stays in there. Nice pass. Kimora Johnson returns the favor to Lexi Brewer, but Brewer unable to convert, and the rebound comes down to Banks for West Carrollton. Nice transition there by West Carrollton as Ashia Sales gets to the bucket and scores, and that makes the score 44-25. Cassidy Truesdale tries to get it to Hury, but not before a travel is called, and with 19 seconds to go in the third quarter, Yellow Jackets turn it over. West Carrollton has it. Substitution for West Carrollton, number 21, Kamisha Robinson checks in. She has a bucket for 2 points to go along with 4 rebounds. 19-point lead. Selena Frost has it. She hands it off to Robinson. 3-ball from the left side. No good. Rebounded by Kimora Johnson. 6 seconds to go. Lexi Brewer brings the ball across half court. Nice pass. At least a good look to Michaela Hury, but a great defensive play by Ashia Sales in transition to knock it out of bounds. Yellow Jackets will try to get a shot off here. 3 seconds to go as they inbound on the side. Kimora Johnson will inbound. Gets to Lexi Brewer. Brewer working on Frost. Spin move. 15-footer is blocked by Frost. Ball go out of bounds, and that'll end the third quarter. 44-25. Yellow Jackets lead by 19. We'll be back in just a few moments. Well, we've kind of harped on the turnover battle, but the battle that the Jackets are losing right now, it kind of reared its head there in the third quarter, the rebounding battle. 29 rebounds to 19 for the Yellow Jackets, and as a result, both teams have 42 shots, but the Yellow Jackets just been able to maybe get a little better shots and some easier shots, especially in transition so far.
Yeah, and sometimes the rebounding battle can be a little deceiving. Actually, the Jackets have had fewer chances at rebounds because of the number of turnovers that they have caused. So they're hanging in there on the boards, but you're right. West Carrollton had a lot of offensive rebounds, especially during that third quarter.
Taryn Dewberry has the ball for West Carrollton. She tries to get it to Banks, but it's stolen by Brewer. Brewer drives the length of the floor, lays it up and in, and is fouled. Lexi Brewer gets all the way coast to coast after the steal. Count the bucket to make it 46-25. Brewer now with 10 points to go along with 8 assists and 6 steals. Free throws no good. It's going to be corralled by Banks for West Carrollton. And here come the Pirates. Leah Duckworth has the ball. Top of the key, dribbles down the left side, guarded by Allie Stockton. Allie tips it out of bounds, and it's going to stay with West Carrollton.
Good to see Kiera Hudgens back in the game there.
Hudgens guarding Selena Frost. Very nice player for West Carrollton. Dewberry has it. She's guarded by Lexi Brewer. Gets a ball screen. Going to hand it off to Frost. Frost kicks it to Sales. Her 15-footer is no good, but gets her own rebound. Lays it up. Again, no good. Gets her own rebound again. Lays it up, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be saved, but unfortunately, Frost was out of bounds. So several chances there for Sales, but unable to convert, but pretty active there on the offensive side for West Carrollton.
I'm sure Sure, Coach would love to see a little bit better rebounder by the Jackets.
Samantha Reynolds drives to the basket, misses a layup. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Shea Sales. It's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Nice move there by Reynolds to break the pressure, as you can bet that West Carrollton will probably turn up the pressure a little bit here and try to make one last run at this thing.
Yeah, if they could get 3 or 4 buckets, then they'd feel a lot better about things. And who knows, in this game of basketball, some crazy things happen.
3 ball. Allie Stockton, no good from the left side. Rebound on the backside by Dewberry. Dewberry quickly up the floor. On the left side, cut off by Lexi Brewer. Boy, that on-the-ball defense by Lexi Brewer has been so good today. And, you know, it's been good all year, but her ability to do that without fouling today has been really impressive, knock on wood.
It sure has.
Lexi Brewer with a nice drive. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Malia Duckworth, and it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Brewer being helped up by several players from both teams.
She just plays hard every play. Man. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. You'll never question that with Lexi Brewer or any of these Yellow Jackets for that matter. Kiara Hudgens has it deep in the corner. It's 2-3 zone defense from West Carrollton. Ball swung around to Allie Stockton deep in the left corner. Stockton gives it to Brewer. Guarded by Selena Frost. Lexi Brewer tries to get it to Michaela Hury, but it's going to be stolen by West Carrollton. Quickly up the floor. Dewberry to the hole, lays it up and in, and she'll get a chance at a 3-point play. Well, let's see here. A little indecision on the call. First look, I thought maybe it was a block, but we'll see. Oh, we got a foul. We got a turnover and a charge. And I believe that is the 5th foul on Dewberry. She will have to sit down for the rest of the ball game.
She's a nice player. She just had tough luck with fouls tonight. That pressure has been difficult for all the West Carrollton Pirates this evening.
Oh, we got now we got some argument on who committed the foul.
You know, there was indecision on whether it was going to be a charge or whether it was going to be a block. And I think maybe they have lost sight or are going to discuss exactly who was in on the foul now and who made the drive to the basket.
If they're going to keep this as a charge, I think West Carrollton's arguing that they got the wrong foul. But that's actually going to work to their advantage because number 23, Dewberry, is actually going to stay in. And in the meantime, the Yellow Jackets go deep. Stockton to Brewer. She lays it in, and that makes it 48-25. There's a turnover on West Carrollton by Duckworth. And we're going to get a substitution.
This is the gal that thought she had fouled out just a couple of minutes ago.
Now she gets to play some more. 48-25. We're back to playing basketball. So that was a pretty crazy exchange.
That charge block call is always a tough one.
That's tough, yeah. Allie Stockton brings the ball up the left side, breaks the pressure for West Carrollton. Hasn't been West Carrollton's night, but you can see the athleticism and the effort is there. Just haven't been able to take care of the ball and make shots. There's a block by Banks, but into the hands of Sidney. And this game's being played with a lot of emotion right now. You just hope that everything stays clean and nobody gets hurt. Probably a good timeout here by Coach Foster. 48-25. We'll take a timeout with Coach Foster because it's a 23-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back in just a moment. Allie Stockton that has 18 points, but boy, you got to look at Lexi Brewer. 12 points, 8 assists, and 6 steals so far tonight. Yeah, great all-around game.
She has had a very good floor game and scored a lot of points too.
Speaking of Lexi, she drives, kicks it. Hutchins for a 3-ball on the right side, no good. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Sidney.
Jackets are able to keep a lot of offensive possessions alive by just getting on the offensive boards, and maybe they don't get the rebound, but keep it alive. And here they go.
Allie Stockton pull-up jumper in the lane, no good, and fouls going for the rebound. And the rebound by number 24, Malia Duckworth. The foul on Stockton, only her second, but those are the ones you don't want to see Allie get. In a game like this, it might not matter so much, but obviously if that's the second quarter in a really close game, you don't want to see that happen.
Oh, no. And she's got to stay out of foul trouble, and she's done a good job of it tonight.
Turnover by West Carrollton there. Number 23, Dewberry. We're going to get a little bit of an ejection here.
I think it's their
Lexi Brewer has the ball for Sidney. She spin dribbles across half court. They get the ball to Allie Stockton, over to Michaela Hury. Hury gets it to Hutchins at the top of the key, passes on the right side to Lexi Brewer. We're going to get a foul. That foul is going to be on number 12. She assails. This time she gets called for a foul that was on her, and that'll be her 4th. West Carrollton 7th. That's going to send Lexi Brewer to the line. Brewer with 12 points. There's been a lot of action, but not much scoring here in the last 5 or 6 real-time minutes. Lexi Brewer's free throw ends that as she makes it. 49-25 is the score.
Motions are running high. Officials, I'm sure, are going to do their best to try to keep this thing under control.
Brewer makes both, and the Yellow Jackets have doubled up West Carrollton 50-25. So we near 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Taryn Dewberry has it. Working against Allie Stockton on the switch off. Gets it in the corner. There's a 3-ball by Duckworth. No good. Rebound on the backside by Sales. Her shot's no good. And the ball's going to be to Michaela Hury deep in the corner, and she steps out of bounds. Tough spot there for Michaela to get that ball.
Yeah, and they had what we used to call a snowball in the rebounder, and they had somebody right on her, and it was just difficult for her to find somebody. On the pivot, she ended up stepping on the baseline.
But a dead ball turnover that doesn't result in a layup for the other team, and Taryn Dewberry has the ball. She passes in the high post. There's a 15-footer by Banks. Good, rounding in. Boy, that looked nice.
That was a nice turnaround jumper there.
That makes the score 50-27. Lexi Brewer breaks the press and is going to bring back out. And the Yellow Jackets are going to run a little clock here. Leading by 23. Been pretty much in command from the beginning as they were forcing several turnovers in the early going that resulted in layups. Gave the Yellow Jackets a nice cushion in the early going. Good cut by Allie Stockton from Brewer. Her running jump shot is no good, but gets her own rebound. Allie Stockton dribbles back out, thinks about a 3-ball. Now it's going to give it to a cutting Michaela Hury, and we got a timeout. Coach Foster saw the Yellow Jackets a little out of sorts and calls timeout. That's going to be a full timeout. 50-27. We'll be back for the finish in just a moment. Back at Sidney, 4:11 to go in the ball game. Yellow Jackets with the ball underneath their own basket. Doing the inbounding for the Yellow Jackets will be Allie Stockton. Gets 2-3 zone from West Carrollton. She's going to get to Lexi Brewer. Brewer gets a nice screen on the zone from Samantha Reynolds. Ball's worked around from Hudgens inside to Hury. Kaylee Hury change pivot feet, and that's going to be a turnover, and it's going to go over to West Carrollton as we're halfway through the fourth quarter.
I'm sure Coach Foster just hopes that the Jackets don't get sloppy here as we head on to the last 4 minutes of this ball game.
Karen Dewberry, 6 points to go along with 6 boards and 3 assists for West Carrollton. She's had a pretty nice ball game. Good trap by the Yellow Jackets, and there's Duckworth driving to the hole. Gets her own rebound, and it's going to go into the hands of Sales, and her shot is blocked out of bounds. And it will stay with West Carrollton. 3:42 to go in the ball game. Inbound is stolen by Samantha Reynolds. Nearly stolen back by West Carrollton, but the Yellow Jackets will keep it as West Carrollton will set up their press. 50-27, 3:38 to go. Allie Stockton looking, gets it to Lexi Brewer. Brewer breaks the press by dribbling up the right side of the floor. Now she'll pull back out, give it to Michaela Hury, and the Jackets will run some more clock. 3.5 to go. Sidney leads by 23, looking to go to 6-2 on the year. West Carrollton, should this score hold, will drop to 5-4 on the season. I know it hasn't been West Carrollton's best effort, I'm sure. We haven't seen them, obviously, other than tonight, but you can see that there's some pieces there. There's no doubt about that. You can see why they come in with a winning record.
Yeah, they have some athleticism and some good ball handlers. I know they haven't had their greatest day as far as turnovers go, but I would say if they learn to handle pressure a little bit better, they're going to have some chances to have some good moments throughout this season.
Allie Stockton with a nice drive, good ball fake, gets all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Allie Stockton gets to 20 points, and the Yellow Jackets extend that lead to 25, 52-27. Selena Frost is going to be tripped, and we're going to get a foul. I think that might actually be away from the ball and not on the ball. Foul's going to be on number 1, Kiara Hudgens. Regardless, a common foul. It's going to be the 6th foul on Sidney. Hudgens' 2nd foul. Inbound on the side. West Carrollton will be shooting. Remember, in the third quarter, pretty early on, the Yellow Jackets had 4 or 5 fouls. Have done a nice job of kind of backing off there. There's a rebound and putback by Ashia Sales off the miss by Selena Frost. And West Carrollton gets to 29 points. Allie Stockton has it in the backcourt. She'll break the pressure by bringing it across half court. Gets all the way to the hole. It's going to be stripped. And we got a foul on the backside. So that's going to give Allie Stockton 2 shots. Foul's on number 24, Leah Duckworth. That'll be her 2nd, the 8th, but it was a shooting foul. So Allie Stockton heading to the line. So you can see 7 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Got 3 of 5. I believe she has either 19 or 20 points. Stockton tries to make the back end of the 2 shots, and she does, rolls it around and in. 53-29. Duckworth brings the ball up the floor. She's going to be bumped by Michaela Hury, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 situation for Michaela Duckworth.
Jackets don't want this to get sloppy here as we get down to the last 2:22 to go here in the ball game. They've had a good effort here tonight, and like to bring it in here with a good solid last 2 minutes.
Duckworth 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far. Make that 2 of 3. That gives her 4 points to go along with 2 rebounds and an assist. Leah Duckworth, 2nd free throw, no good off the side of the iron, but it's going to be rebounded by Banks. West Carrollton resets their offense. There's going to be a 15-footer by Banks. No good. Rebounded by Samantha Reynolds. I know that shot didn't go down, but that's the second time we've seen her take a jump shot, and that looks pretty.
Yeah.
I think she might have to do that a little more.
Yeah, she's got great form. Squares up nice to the basket.
What a move by Lexi Brewer as she knifes to the hole on the spin move. Lexi Brewer makes it 55-30 as Coach Foster is starting to make some substitutions. We're going to get a foul on Sidney. Number 3, Lexi Brewer. That's going to be her second. Sidney's 8th. It'll be another 1-and-1 from Leah Duckworth. Mass substitutions as Roach, Truesdale, Thayer, and Kaiser will replace everybody except for Hudgens. 55-30, 1:52 to go. Leah Duckworth heading to the line. Her free throw is no good off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Banks. Her putback's no good. Another putback's no good, but rebounded on the backside by Ashia Sales, who puts it up and in. So 3 offensive rebounds result in 2 points for West Carrollton off the missed free throw. Yellow Jackets lead by 23. Kiara Hudgens gets it to Kelsey Kaiser. Kaiser gives it to Truesdale between the circles, reverses the ball to Hudgens. On the left side, guarded by Selena Frost. The freshman drives around Frost, gets to the hole, and she's fouled by Nisa Banks. Nice move by Kiara Hudgens. It's awfully nice when you have multiple ball handlers and you have to sub at the end of the ball game and you still got somebody that you're pretty confident in to bring the ball up, and in that case, take it to the hole. Really nice move by Kiara Hudgens.
Yeah, the bench for the Jackets there did a nice job. Swung that ball from one side to the other. Kind of got an isolation move for Kiara, and she took it right to the hole and was rewarded with 2 free throws. First one's good.
She's got 5 points to go along with 1 rebound and 1 assist tonight. That was her first free throw. 56-32 is the score. Second free throw, no good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by number 23, Taryn Dewberry. Quickly up the floor, West Carrollton. Duckworth dribbling. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Lainey Fair. It's going to stay with West Carrollton. Substitution, number 2, Kamora Johnson will check in for Hudgens. 1:14 to go. Hudgens will check out with 5 points. Kamora Johnson checks in with 4 fouls. Duckworth gives it to Dewberry into the corner. Ball goes inside to James. Shot's going to be blocked by Truesdale, and it's going to go out of bounds. 56-32. Taryn Dewberry will pass it out front to Selena Frost. Frost working on Kaiser. Gets to the hole. Nice move by Selena Frost. Somebody we didn't get to see much of in the first half due to the injury. She's got a nice game as well. You can see that she's really quick off the dribble and getting into the paint.
Yeah, she's got a nice floor game, and I just wonder, we don't have a roster, I don't think, that tells us what year these are, the girls for West Carrollton, because if they have some youth here, they'll be a team to be reckoned with.
Frost misses the first free throw. Second one is good. And that makes the score 56-33. Under a minute to go in the ballgame. Kamora Johnson. Pass on the right side to Kelsey Kaiser. Goes inside to Truesdale. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound is battled for on the backside. Goes off of Kamora Johnson out of bounds and over to West Carrollton. Yellow Jackets drop back into their man-to-man defense. 50 seconds to go in the ballgame. As Dewberry will do the point guard duties. Working on Kamora Johnson, gets a ball screen from Sales. Dewberry all the way to the hole, left-handed layup, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Sales, and it's going to go over to the Yellow Jackets. Good move by Dewberry, just couldn't quite make it. And with 40 seconds left, West Carrollton, man-to-man pressure. Yellow Jackets will have to call a timeout. So 40 seconds left, 30-second timeout by Coach Foster. We'll be back for the conclusion in just a moment. Well, 19 offensive rebounds for West Carrollton, and usually that spells disaster, but couple that with the turnovers and the fact that they're only shooting 25%, and that spells the reason why the Yellow Jackets lead by 23 here late.
Well, even in victories, coaches always like to look at the things that they can improve on for the next game, and I'm sure rebounding is something that this Jacket team will work on all season. They certainly have to get the boards to be able to be successful against the better teams on their schedule.
Kamora Johnson will dribble that ball out of bounds, and it'll go over to West Carrollton on the turnover. Inbounding will be Malia Duckworth. She gives it in to Taryn Dewberry. Dewberry working on Paige Frew. Nice pass to number 33, Tiara James. She lays it in. Beautiful pass by Dewberry. And that makes it 56-35. Near turnover by the Jackets. Now it will be turned over. Well, maybe. Good fight there by Kelsey Kaiser to keep the ball in the hands of Sidney, and eventually I think the Yellow Jackets draw a foul. Looked like it was going to be a turnover there, but good hustle by Kelsey Kaiser as the girls are laughing down there.
They got a kick out of that one, didn't they?
Fouls on number 24, Malia Duckworth, which is her fourth. And that's going to send number 13, JC Roach, to the free throw line. And she cans it. JC Roach on the board with a free throw. That makes it 57-35 as we're nearing the end of the ball game. Yellow Jackets going to improve to 6-2. Roach makes both free throws to make it 58-35. West Carrollton try to get one more shot off here. Dewberry drives the lane. It's going to be blocked into the hands of James. And she's going to be blocked, but not before a foul is called.
She'll get a couple of free throws here.
Tiara James has 4 points to go along with 3 rebounds here so far. 10th team foul, so that'll be 2 free throws for James. She eyes the first free throw. No good. .8 to go. James misses the second free throw as well. Rebound is battled for. And we got to make sure everybody's okay. Good hustle play. The ball's going to go to the Yellow Jackets. Lainey Fair will inbound. And she looks for Paige Frew, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds by number 21, Kamisha Robinson. And almost a second comes off the clock there. 3.8 as we are tiptoeing toward the end here. Kelsey Kaiser has it. And that'll be the ball game. So 58-35. Well, Dad, a pretty impressive showing by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, all around. Defensively, they did a nice job. Got enough rebounds. Shot the ball fairly well, and offensively really moved the ball well, and were really aggressive getting the ball to the basket. I think Coach will be happy with almost everything in this game tonight.
Go through some unofficial stats. First of all, individual stats. Allie Stockton, 20 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Also, great game from Lexi Brewer, as she had 16 points, that 0 rebounds. That must have got erased on our stats. Sorry, she's up around 7 or 8. I thought she had 2 or 3 rebounds, but 8 assists and 6 steals. Beautiful floor game for Lexi Brewer. She had 16 points on only 10 shots. Very efficient ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Samantha Reynolds with a near double-double. 11 points to go along with 8 rebounds and 3 steals. Kiara Hudgens had 5 points to go along with 1 rebound and 1 assist. Kamora Johnson had a bucket for the Yellow Jackets for 2 points to go along with 1 rebound. And then cycling through here, other scores, JC Roach made a couple of free throws. We didn't get those in there at the end, but she had 2 free throws for 2 points. And also Michaela Hury, the senior, had 2 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Looking at a couple of leaders for West Carrollton. Selena Frost had 7 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Doing a lot of the ball handling tonight. Taryn Dewberry had 6 points, 7 boards, and 4 assists for the Pirates. So a nice game for Dewberry. And then also Malia Duckworth had 4 points to go along with 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Tough shooting night for the West Carrollton Pirates as they go 16 for 60 on the ball game for 27%. Yellow Jackets 22 for 53 for 42%. Also, Yellow Jackets got to the free throw line 21 times to West Carrollton's 8. Jackets badly out-rebounded, but the key stat of the ball game: 14 assists and 8 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets, compared to 7 assists and 26 big turnovers for West Carrollton. So the Yellow Jackets improved to 6-2. West Carrollton drops to 5-4. Thanks to Mr. Bickle on stats. Thanks to my dad on color and the camera. And we'll be back next Monday. Should be the kids back in action, as they should take over the broadcast. As the Yellow Jackets host Greenville in a girls' game on Monday. I believe that game might start at 6. I'm not really sure. Just check your calendars and everything, but I think it's a varsity only, as the Yellow Jackets try to go to 7-2 next Monday against Greenville. Thanks, everybody. Have a safe and very Merry Christmas. We'll see you back here on Monday.